And to be fair, it doesn't look like football's getting any better in day number 2 of the Super League. Comment down below if you actually want me to make a video on this. Of course, it may replace a Grimsby one, but I am open for saying my opinions. I want to keep them away from the career mode videos as well, because I do feel like this is a game that's a big real life issue. But again, if you want a video, comment down below. As yes guys, I know what you're really here for. Welcome back to episode 9 of season 2. Switch them around. Episode 2 of season 9 of the Grimsby Town FIFA 21 Road to Glory. And today we've been doing pretty decent. So yes, as always, I'll tell you right at the start, 20 likes is the objective for each video, and you guys are smashing it recently, as we smashed the last episode as well. Didn't win the pre-season tournament, which was a shame, but we did win the Community Shield against Wolverhampton Wanderers. Very good, as we play them again today, or might do, because of course we've got deadline day coming up after that, so we might leave that a little bit. We might leave Wolves if we make loads of signings in this time, as we start off the season with Villa, who I think we played last season at the start, or maybe one of the starting games, away this time though at Villa Park, followed up by Newcastle at home. Haven't actually played them in game for a while, and Manchester City away, which last time out, last season at the end, we had a pretty good day there. And you should know by now what I'm alluding to right there, because if I haven't seen the last episode, watch that, but if you haven't seen the one before it, my days, it will blow your mind, as today we have got the team sorted quite a bit, like sorted mostly position-wise and first team-wise. I feel like we can make some more additions. Definitely need to improve the bench. Maybe another winger comes into the club, as yep, this is the squad. We've signed Harry Winks from the team we play first, and Tanganga last season. We've got Madison in, Mark Gehi, looks very strong. Of course, Josh Doige as well. As what's the money looking like? I've completely forgot from yesterday. 15 million, but of course not including the budget. As this season, I think I actually need to focus on the objectives a little bit more as well, because I don't want to slip up on those, as we've got to reduce players by 9k a week. Should do that. Selling a player and all these. We still need to sign. Oh no, we've done the nationality one. It's on to the 3 away and clean sheet. So can we get one against Villa on the opening game? Who knows, as we actually do have another youth player coming through. He doesn't look the greatest, but I will welcome with warm arms Luke Knowles, an English centre-back, left-back, a fellow player to the likes that we've had before, so I don't want to put a development plan on him. I just want to straight up promote him. Welcome to the first team. And here we go for the first opening game. We're straight onto it, no offers coming in, and of course no offers out. I'm still scouting players. I am yet to reply to comments for a while, because that's an issue with my phone happening right now. I just can't do the YouTube studio, as there's one game played, which is Everton and Chelsea. That's been drawn. Anyone below? No, just one game and a draw, which is actually decent. Chelsea dropping points because they were a rival last season. And of course, we do want to go for the league again, but of course we know how hard it was last season, so maybe a little bit unlikely, but we'll give it a go, as we definitely play in the first team. Dino in goal, an ex-Villain man in this team. Tanganga the same, with Mark Gehi, Rodon and Doig playing his first league game in the Premier League, actually, because it was in the SPFL, and of course made a move when we were in the Championship to La Liga, with Dowell on the left, Winks, Pope and Todd Cantwell now a right midfielder till Brooks comes back, with Madison in cam. He had an excellent debut, supporting this guy. William Harper, back hopefully for a injury-free season this time. We don't want him getting a knock. And it's another Brummie club in Birmingham, of course, as we've just played Wolverhampton in the Cup, and Villa, not an easy team to beat us in the semi-final of the FA Cup last season, so it's not a guaranteed 3 points, as this is also the team that we are going to face. It might be Eigen, is it? Yes it is. No keeper change, with Vigo, Koza, Connor Cody and Dawley making a change from Wolverhampton. Ward-Prowse and Moncayola in CDM, Vera on the right and Dombele and João Pedro, with Fabio Silva back up front. They've got a couple of ex-Wolves players in that team, rather controversially. So let's try and put a stop to the villains, shall we? Fabio Silva though, starting with the ball. Gehi with a good tackle, but it still does continue down the line into Fabio Silva, who goes back all the way to Moncayola. A bit of a gap right there. Through the middle, Ward-Prowse tackle by Rodon, but I could obviously see with my own eyes he just handled that. What a stupid decision, as it's a penalty straight away for Aston Villa, and Joe Rodon, just keep your hands in the air. The slide was good enough. He got the ball away from Ward-Prowse, but follows through and just hits it with his elbow. So in the first game of the season, it's a penalty to Villa. Can we try and save it? And we do! Henderson, the old Villa player, does stop it from being 1-0, and it's an early let-off. Definitely not what I expected right there, as Harry Winks, playing in a Clarence shirt last season, as Pope now can put that through to Harper. Can we try and take the lead after the penalty? It's our first attack. It's Harper, and it's straight at the keeper. Terrible from him, as Ndombele now spins on the ball. He's a really good player. One I looked at signing as well, but just out of the budget for an old player, as Ward-Prowse puts it forward looking for Tanguy, and Mark Gehi blocking it out as Dal with good control, but it's still Villa who are going to flood at us. Pereira this time, or Vieira, tackled there into Pope, now onto James Maddison, who's got a gap straight through to Harper, who's one-on-one with the keeper. He's got the pace, he can't miss, and of course he doesn't. It's 1-0 to the Mariners on the opening day, and it's William Harper on a counter. Big props to James Maddison as well. It's a glorious ball through right there, as he just takes a good touch and hammers it into the side netting. Mike Meigen no chance, and the defence as well at catching him, because he's a whippet. Absolutely rapid, as Ward-Prowse now into Fabio Silva, who's trying to dance around us and kind of does a little bit as the ball's been put over, and Doig with a great touch. That quality defending from, of course, the ex-player who's come back and wins the throw-in. That is just what we missed from Doig in our second championship season, where we did win the league, of course, but still missed him, and missed him in the Premier League season. So he's going to get the ball back here and try and go down this wing, give it in the middle. Great pass into Maddison round the corner. That was meant for Dowell, and Harper was chasing it. And Ward-Prowse into Fabio Silva right there. It's past Tanguy Ndombele. No, it isn't past him, it's onto him. As João Pedro with a big chance, and Dino with a huge save right there to stop Villa, as it's another block. And I thought that hit Rodon's hand again, but no, luckily got away with it, as Maddison with the first time ball straight over the top. His passing is extremely good, as Harper gets the ball back again, gives it into Kieran Daly, takes a couple of touches, goes for a long shot, and Koza with a block. I do find it funny as well how Koza has replaced Koza, literally the same name, as now it's Brandon Pope with the ball coming forward into James Maddison. Can we try and get this to the right? No, we can't, as it's fallen awkwardly for Gehi, but he takes a good touch to keep it away from the defenders, and out wide, but it's just gone out. So we seem like we're panicking a little bit. Oscar right here, giving it into Moncayola, back to Connor Cody. It's a bit of an awkward game so far, this one, as there we go, half time, and I'm glad to see it. It is 1-0 to us, but a couple of chances going the way of Aston Villa. I'm guessing a lot more possession, as it's not going to show us the stats at half time. And yeah, they've definitely dominated the ball, so I don't want to see those stats. Let's just get on with it and try and, of course, win this game, as it's out to Kieran Dowell straight away. Not being himself in this game and the Wolves one, but then again he stuck out at the left-hand side, as Cantwell should be there. He's on the right, though, for the time being, with a ball right there into Harper, across to Harry Winks, out wide now to Dowell. It's a good touch to keep it in and gives it to the defender. Fabio Silva as well gives it into Davis. I'm guessing he's come on for Ndombele. I think he took a little bit of a knock, as it's now into Kieran Dowell. Keeps it away from that defender around the corner into Doig, who's run straight into his man. And yet again, Villa get a chance to come at us. It's Kieran Davis over the top. Josh Doig, of course, cut out position. It's Vieira. It's a good block from Dino, and a good job that Mike Gehi kicked it out as well. Literally, since he's come back, he's been fantastic. Fabio Silva, though, again coming at us for Villa, as he's round that one. Tries to get a pass off. It's going to fall to Doig's man, who gets the ball again. Doig with 2 tackles and still hasn't got it. 3, make that 3. As it's still Vieira with the ball super glued to his feet. Into Ward-Prowse now, who turns as well into Fabio Silva at the edge. Might get here with a clip. They're still going to go on though, and it's João Pedro, and that one's a foul. Tanganga the guilty culprit, as this is a really good position. It's James Ward-Prowse as well. I've got to get this wall right. All the way to the right, and jump at the right time, as it's still not enough. I knew when we gave that away it was in a dangerous position, and Ward-Prowse makes the most of it. It is 1-1 at Villa Park. An excellent free kick from the Aston Villa man, as it's just a glorious position, isn't it? And no one jumped apart from Doigi sticking his foot out, and it's straight past Dino, who I didn't expect to save it. And it's all square. Villa honestly deserving that lead as well, as Mike Gehi over the top. Looking for Dal. Great flick on as well to Josh Doig, who needs to try and get at them. Into Harry Winks, though, who's going to go across to Brandon Pope. I see Harper making the run through, but of course I'm going to try and play this my way. A bit more passness. Don't let that guy intercept it. It's a good high foot from Doig, but still good, as Harper just couldn't get it across again. And Joe Rodon, though, intercepting. Out wide to Todd Cantwell. Can we try and get this win? I honestly think they've deserved it, but I won't mind it if we can steal something. A lot of possession since their goal, as Madison can't fit it through. A header from Gehi, though. Perfect, but still back to Ward-Prowse. And Villa to come at us again. It's Harry Winks coming forward, the ex-Villa man, to try and put pressure on João Pedro, who dances inside. Now into Kieran Davis, as it's Fabio Silva playing 1-2s. Into Ward-Prowse. They're really improving the game. Moncayola into João Pedro again. Don't want to drag the defence out, as they're really getting close. Too close for my liking. João Pedro, but a great tackle, Tanganga. As now Cantwell straight through the middle as well to Harry Winks. And get on your bike, Winksy, as he's going to give it to the side into Madison. 5 minutes of this game left. Pope into Harper. Out wide to Dowell. It's a good counter, this as well. Can Kieran Dowell try and create something? Cut back inside, and they've robbed it. Not being the greatest game on chances, but possession-wise, Villa have honestly rocked us until they scored, which after they did, we have been all over them. It's Harper now. We're just trying to find that little pass as Winks has the ball, floors the defender, but still can't get through. As I think this is going to be a draw. Nothing really threatening, but Harry Winks has that, and he's into Harper. Oh, what a goal to sink Villain's hearts, as what a finish from William Harper to rob the game. That is an opening day delight if I have ever seen one. Mike Miagan will hang his head in shame. Villa did everything to get back into this game, but he gives it away to Harper, not Harper, even Winks, who passes it to Harper to unleash a beast straight past him. Yes, it was in his range, but the power and spin on that, sending him good night. It was glorious. And I think that is the win. Maybe the last kick of the game. It is. The kickoff is the last kick, as it's a robbed 3 points at Villa Park. As honestly, I don't think we deserved a draw. Walked all over, but quality over quantity of possession prevails. And it's all down to luck how we win our first game, as I'm also thinking about when the Champions League group stages are announced, because I haven't seen anything of it yet, and we definitely are in it after winning the Premier League. As Pope's even gone up for it, and he submitted a transfer request, which I am going to remove, which I can't do actually, because I think he did that last season. That explains loads of bids. Now, speaking of bids, I think I'm going to try and make some signings. And yeah, you might not be happy with them because they're not first teamers, but I definitely would be. Harry Clifton and Max Wright are both 30-year-old. It says Max Wright's too important though, but Harry Clifton, of course, a Grimsby Town youth player who was here in Season 1 from Minute 1, and I do want to bring some originality back. We sold him, of course, before Matty Pollock, who was the last Grimsby player to go, but I think I want Harry Clifton more. He's been at the club since he was a boy, and now he's 30-year-old, so Mallorca are going to accept that straight away, and hopefully he takes a good contract, of course, with little time playing. It's just the occasion that we've got ourselves into, really. The Champions League and winning the Premier League. He should have been here last season, really. It's a 3-year contract, Harry. He only wants a 1 year, and to be fair, I'll let him see it out for 1 year because the save is over after this release clause. No, I will accept that as well, as I can't wait to see him bow out at this club. I'll give him a high wage because he honestly deserves it back at the Mariners. 27k, I think, is good enough, as he wants 28. Okay, greedy Harry Clifton, but we'll accept it. Welcome back to the Mariners, Harry Clifton. Of course, I wanted James McEwen, I wanted Max Wright, and I wanted Harry Clifton, but I'll just take one of them. McEwen, of course, retiring because of his age. He was a legend at the club as well, but there we go. That is glorious to have one of the original ones back. And it's still the qualifying rounds for the Champions League, so we're not going to get to see that as we are 4th in the league. Doesn't really matter that as well, because we're moving on to Newcastle. We get us heads onto this game and we try and win it, because I think they've got to hurry up with the qualifying rounds, because it might be actually after this weekend, and I can't wait to see them. And that's the group stages, of course. I've got 2 bids right here. One from Leon, offering a player and 23 million for Brandon Pope, as that's not bad at all, but he is 30. Brandon Pope will be only leaving the club as well for that release clause. I have no doubt about it, as West Ham want Balogun, my bench striker. I mean, it's not a bad bid, 27, 82-year-old. but at the moment I don't have a clue who I'd bring in to replace him. So hopefully he will just stay here as Newcastle on the Sunday, Super Sunday, is what I'm looking forward to next. See if there's any games rescheduled. But no, but Pope's release clause has been met by PSG. As can we take it off? Can we take it off? I really don't want him to leave. Tanganga's gone up. That's brilliant. But I need to fix this. Come on, please, please, please. Oh, what? You've recently negotiated. No, I can't do anything about it. As Brandon Pope might be actually leaving. I said that I'd let him go for his release clause, but I never thought it'd get paid. 93 million. He doesn't see his future here. Oh, no. Brandon Pope. Still be counting on you, mate, but that is going to be a huge loss. The player who's been here since he was young. But then again, we've got another player who's been here since he was young who wants to play. Harry Clifton is, of course, the Mariner again. I'm not going to, of course, put him in the team. As Vencedor, do I put him on for Pope? His stats are similar, and I'm just going to bench Brandon Pope. Yes, I could do with him, of course, but if he's not going to be here in the long term, might as well try Unai. So that is the team, the same one, apart from the Spaniard coming into the team. As Harper's now 90 rated as well, I've realised up front. That is huge, but what would be even larger is a win against the Geordies. And Newcastle United, just going to get my mind out of the gutter with Hargreaves, Williams, Raymakers, Romero, Bednarek and Obeng. I feel like Pope's going to affect us. Bernardeschi, Marcos Antonio, Mateus Pereira, Fernandez and Bupenza. Let's just forget the name Brandon. Honestly, that is all this game's going to be about. Brandon. He did make the team tick a little bit as well. I mean, he has been out injured, and I think we've done okay without him, but still not as good as we've done with him. As we've got Tanganga on the ball again. We have got loads of players growing as well, but it's just he's been with us through and through. As Vencedor now, into Winks, out wide to Dowell, back into Josh Doig. Let's try and get forward, flood a little bit forward, but that's a poor pass. Some of these chances are a little bit hard to score, as now it's Bupenza. Big tackle, and no, might get he did nothing wrong there. He's going to get a talking to as well. As it's going to be Bernardeschi again, get in front of my man right here to stop the ball being whipped in well. As it's now Bernardeschi, we've jumped straight past it into Romero, into Marcos Antonio, back into Romero, Carlos Forles, into Antonio, all around the middle. And Bupenza trying to look through the middle there, Rodon with an interception, Tanganga. Into Todd Cantwell as he needs to try and find a man. Toddy, can he try and hit the left back? I think that might be a good over switch, but definitely over switch as it's gone straight into the middle and Bupenza to accelerate away. We're not playing well in these first two games in the Prem. Can they score here? Newcastle, they look like they might. Antonio with a good pass into Fernandez and it's 1-0 to the Geordies. Been coming. Yet another poor performance from us, and we did take the lead against Aston Villa, but it wasn't the best, and it's proven to be the same here apart from us getting a goal. Doig not watching his man at the back post, all around us in the middle of the park and everything. Pope's a bit of a miss. It might have to be another snatch and grab as Todd Cantwell. He's just here for the counter-attacks, giving it back into Vencedor. As can he try and prove himself to be good enough. Out to Cantwell. Get that in the middle to Maddison. James Maddison with a swift turn as well. Can he shoot from range? It's a good curler. And what a save from Hargreaves. A proper shot this time from Maddison. Not one of the crap ones he's been doing quite recently, as I'm going to put Maddison on the corner as well, because I do want to try and control Harper in the middle. Bring him out to the edge where he's got plenty of space to win that header, and it's another great save. Okay, it's just like when we go behind, we start to grow into the game, as that isn't a good touch, but Harper with a decent shot on target right there. But Hargreaves is going to have a big day ahead of him right now, because we seem to have woken up a little bit. And Pereira into Antonio, now onto Bupenza, who cuts back. Got to just try and watch his feet as it's Antonio. Round to Pereira again. Bupenza stopped. Still, Pereira back out wide to Antonio, as this is turning into a little bit of just follow the ball. Newcastle just playing it all around. And Bernardeschi, oh dear, he's done us there. Fernandez, we can't go in at 2-0 down, as that would be stupid, especially with the team we've got. It's just not good enough, really, as Vencedor is going to charge away. He's got a bit of a gap to try and go into, but he's going to cut it back into Harper. Maddison flooding him forward as he's got the ball here. James Maddison finds a little bit of a gap, shoots the finesse, and it's a good save, as Hargreaves has been solid, and we haven't been good enough at half-time. The other way around. Not 1-0, 1-0 down, and we've had more possession after their goal, and they only have one shot on target, so maybe I'm hyping them up a little bit too much. Still, it's not good enough from us, and especially the high standard that I've set the team, as Marcos Antonio Bernadeschi, Fernandez, Bupez, who we've got to try and tackle, but he gives it back as we're just chasing shadows a bit, and it goes through to Mark Gehi now to pass it forward to Maddison. Can he try and find a ball up to Harper? It's a weird chip, but at least it didn't fly forward as he needs to play it around to Ventador on a run in front of him. And can he return it back to Harper? Over the top. Hit this first time, and it's bounced off his knee straight to the keeper. That's Carlos Fernandez here with the ball coming forward. The goal scorer just cutting away from us. Rodon with connection. Back of his leg, but it doesn't go down as Antonio into Jan Bednarek across to Romero. Good tackle from Harper, but still not enough to get the ball. Honestly, literally still chasing shadows. It's all Newcastle United. Maybe not shadows, maybe just lime green men. As it's Bernadeschi in the middle to Bupenza as well with a good ball through to Fernandez. And we have to save it. That elusive goal as Dowell touches that down into Winks. We're really quick with the passing, but still not good enough forward as it's Maddison into Winks. Into Maddison, now on to Harper. Can we find a man behind? A good back heel, Ventador. We can't get past Bednarek, who I've got to say has been absolutely bloody fantastic. When there hasn't been a highlight, it's been because of that man. As Rodon now with the ball to Winks. Going to try and flood forward. Harper, please make a good move, as we'll have to give it to Maddison for the time being. Now on to Harper, and Bednarek there again. As we're honestly running out of time, it might have to be a draw at least against Newcastle. At least. As Harry Winks, though, on the ball right here. We've got 13 minutes of the game to go as Maddison. I like that movement, but Romero this time doing his defensive duties. Honestly, I'm flooding everyone forward as well. You can see we're playing a really high back line. We need to get a goal, of course, not just focus on keeping another goal out, because I don't care if we concede if we're going forward, but that's terrible from Harry Winks to give it to Fernandez right now. Tanganga, though, coming across in the defence. We've got 8 minutes. Doig forward as it's on the wing to Cantwell. Back on the left. Harper at the back post. Cross it deep into Harper, and a great finish from the big man. Come on. This guy is carrying us, but what a ball from Cantwell again to liven up the fans as well as we are pushing now. Come on. 5 minutes left. Can we do what we did against Villa? The Geordies will be absolutely devastated, but kind of me the same, as, of course, I don't think we deserve a win in this game, but, of course, against Newcastle on paper, we should be beating them as they're passing to their own man. It's another mistake, which hopefully we can punish as Bala guns through the middle, and Romero, we just needed someone in that gap. Just someone in that gap to receive the ball as Bednarek, and I don't think we are going to get another one in this. It's hoofed forward, and it's actually a good ball. I didn't expect Pereira to get to that. Bupenza, one-on-one with Dino. Get it off the line as, oh, Ventador saves us. Ventador saves us from not getting beaten, as it's a 1-1 draw with the Toon Army. Not a win, but definitely did not deserve to draw. It's a Harper equaliser late on to get us a point. We're very close on us. We are in the top 4 at the start of this season, but again, I don't think the table's formed, as Arsenal and Manchester City are the only 2 teams actually to get wins so far. Back-to-back wins, should I say, as I'm still waiting on this Champions League group stage. Hopefully it's put in this little 2-week break that we have, or 1.5 before Wolverhampton, because I would like to see it. But no, Balogun's got another transfer offering though, as I actually forgot. We play Manchester City next. Before that next game, as Balogun's getting rejected right there, and I am still, of course, waiting on that tournament. I think it comes in this month. I might actually be unsure, and it might be next month. But City, another very interesting game coming up right now, as these, of course, who were destined to win the league last year, and I'm pretty sure they'll be going all out to win it this year as well, as Brandon Pope has left the club. You can see him in a PSG kit there. Damn those skinny arms. It's got an offer as well for Rodon. What's this going to be? It's going to be Lukumi from Wolves, plus 5.6 million. Lukumi is 81 rated. No way. And of course, before we play City, we'll look at the finance. We've got 97 million now to spend, and of course, I'm going to save deadline day till next episode, so comment down below if you have not already who I should sign, because I'm honestly unsure who I should get with this money. I really need to use it wisely. Maybe another central midfielder, maybe Ventador does the job, as we've dropped to 9th before this City game, and they are in 5th, so we've got to make sure we get the win, as I'll walk through this team as well. We've got Henderson in goal, Tanganga, Gehi, Rodon and Doig at the back, with Dowell, Winks, Ventador and Todd Cantwell. James Maddison, I almost called him Max Maddison, with Harper, of course, 90 rated now up front. Let's go and get the win against the Citizens. And Manchester City, Edison in goal, Dest, Disasi, Romagnoli and Porro spending the cash again. with Ihaten, Sangare and Valverde, Anthony, Jesus and Braff up front. I'm pretty sure he's a youth player, to be fair, so well done City promoting the youth over Pau Torres, as it seems a lot quieter here at the City Stadium than last time, of course, because we did really silence them in the last minute, but maybe they'll make the noise once they maybe get a chance or something. And I'm sure they'll be up for revenge, as no penalty Tanganga early on, as he leaves it to Mike Gehi instead to make the tackle. And Harry Winks now coming away. We do want another solid performance at City, as Dowell now flick that on behind to Doig, making the overlap, but tackled by Dest. Gabriel Jesus now back to Sangare, into Ihaten. A good tackle from Harry Winks, but still not got the ball, as Anthony's going to step inside as well. And he's going to keep on going into Valverde, across to Sangare. Good block, as now Vencedor to pass it out wide to Maddison, or through the middle, should I say, as he's got a bit of a run on here. Harper, make that move. What a brilliant move as well. Splits the defenders and could not miss. We take the lead, which we never did until the last couple of minutes last time out against them, as it's William Harper again. 4 goals in 3 games in the Prem. This man is a machine. This is a good ball through as well from Maddison. Splits the defenders with his run and blasts it into the bottom corner. When he runs right, he always scores, and it's a great start. So I thought that ball was going out, but it's gone to Anthony, waiting behind us. Ihaten turns as well. Josh Doig running after it through the middle. Jesus shoots straight at Dino. I was expecting to say 1-1 right there, but no, they've missed us. We are playing some direct passing as well. I absolutely love it apart from that one. I should know as well not to do that, because City's fullbacks are farther forward than usual, as the good tackle from Rodon gives us a ball. Thought it was going to blow for a free kick as well, and Vencedor to put it through to Harper again with a great touch. He's actually round Romagnoli, and Harper maybe for 2. What a save, Edison. Actually, could have been 2 counter-attacks, 2 goals against Manchester City, but no. Ihaten to bring the ball away, and he's through the middle, as Anthony now has it in the middle again to Gabriel Jesus. Gets away from us. He has to take him down, and it's going to be a red card, definitely. You can see all the players flooding around. Well, not the referee for now, but the referee is going to take his time. Pull Mike Gehi to the side, and this could be costly, you know. Could be very costly, and is. Mike Gehi's sent off. It's been solid since he's come back to Blundell Park, but not the Etihad. That is not his stadium, as proven right here. It's a free kick for Valverde. Might stick it in to make it worse, and does. It's Anthony instead. Honestly, can't take it anymore. City with an instant reply and a free kick from Anthony. Don't want to see it. From just looking like we're cruising a little bit to now being really on the ropes. Saying that though, we did score a counter-attack with Harper and have another chance. So if we keep the counters up, although exposed a bit more at the back, we should be doing just as we were. As Harper's taking the long way in and goes for a bit of a dip, and it wasn't the worst shot. Harry Winks right now through that gap to Kieran Dowell, as he's going to play it to the side into Harper as well. Turns on the spot, a little bit of a swivel, and gives it to Kieran Dowell, who gets the run from Harper again. It's a great run behind the defence. He's really doing it against City as he nutmegs Edison, and with 10 men, Grimsby Town are not stopped. We've definitely learnt from Newcastle, because this is a different team. Yeah, same players, but just different team way of playing. It's a different team. We are playing it, in fact, as well, as it's Harper. Just 5 goals in the league already, and all from him. As I hope the referee can just blow for half-time right now. It's not been the best of halves, as Doig does win the ball, but messes up the pass as well. He needs to get back up to scratch with the Prem a little bit. Well, not even back up to scratch for the first time, as it's Valverde now on the ball. He gets back though, does his defensive duties. He'll never forget how to do those. However, Anthony going around. Could be 2-2 before half-time as he gets in front of us right there. It's great skill. It's great skill from the winger, and a great save from Dean Henderson as he keeps it still at 2-1. Beautiful save from the Mariners keeper, as it's just a corner that we need to get out for half-time, as it's a good whipped in one. Rodon with a power header. Ihaten gives it back in the middle. All the slides in to block it. I thought it was a penalty, but no, we've run back into Romagnoli. Jesus with a shot. Back into Romagnoli again, and Braef. A big save from Dino, and what is going on? How has the whistle not been blown for a penalty or half-time? How is this a corner? Has got to get it out again. It's a little nick on it. A big hit from Sangare, but ref, come on. Disasi has the ball now, but come on, ref. Blow this whistle, as don't give them another chance. It's Jesus on the angle, and it should be half over. Come on, Ihaten. It goes back. Sangare drops to Jesus. Winks with a header. Ref, blow this whistle, as it's all over the place still. And finally, finally does the right thing, but 5 minutes too late as it's 2-1 at half-time to us at the Etihad. Counter-attacking football. It is all we've done as Iharton trying to get past Joshi Doig now. Goes all the way back into Sangare. Onto the edge of the box as Valverde tries to get a goal back for him, but can't do right there. He's one of the best centre mids in world football as well on this save. Of course, stepping into the shoes of De Bruyne, so he's done well to keep him out. Still though, City coming at us as Iharton took out by Doigi, but advantage given as Valverde turns. Gives it to Gabby Jesus, a winger out there waiting as it's going to fall straight to him. Yes, it's still City all over us as Anthony goes back to the right back. We just need a counter-attack or something. Just get the ball away from us. Valverde plays it to Jesus. We've got to watch his foot in, but Dino with a big save again. Gabriel Jesus, as this is a big grudge game. You can see both teams want to win the league, but Valverde's round, and Dean Henderson is on a mad one. Remember Chevalier against Liverpool when he was absolutely immense? Yes, it's an instant replay, carbon copy of that. It's just Dean Henderson blocking everything they throw at us. It's a corner ball. Alberto with a header away, and Doig hopefully can just dribble this out. Pass it forward. I mean, there's nowhere to go. Better than our box, though. Valverde again into Jesus. I feel sorry for you watching all these City plays. I mean, no crossing really apart from corners. Just all passing across the ground as it goes into him again. And Dino, mate. He is just on a mad one. I don't think he can be beaten as it's 5 corners to City. 5 all in this second half by the feel of it, as it's still them coming forward. And Ferran Torres now on for Braff into Anthony. Blocked again. Still can't get the ball away. My voice is hurting. My voice is hurting from speaking so much in this game. Just about City as Ferran Torres does us in with a move there, but it was blocked by his own player. And can we counter-attack properly? No, we can't, because this pass is too long from Harry Winks and Højbjerg into Jesus, but round straight to Doig. Try and catch my breath a little bit, as I did expect domination after the red card, but still not as dominating as this. It's the first time I've actually kept the ball for over 2 seconds as Vencedor gives it into Tanganga, still at right back. I've put Doig in centre back as Cantwell now has a ball around. Can we actually score on the counter? It's over the top, you know. And that's better than any chance City's had. Honestly, more of that, please. As Valverde, though, just saying his name all the time, into Jesus. And they've got in each other's way, but Vencedor can't clear. And it's Gabby Jesus. Doig goes to ground. Dest, the right back flooding forward as Jesus drops to him in the middle. And he's finally beaten Dino. He will be beating the goalkeeper as it's 2-2 now, late on with 10 men. And we've deserved to concede with the amount of tax, but I thought with the way we've defended, we might as well just keep hold of 2-1. But this time, it's been bouncing off them all the time, wrongly, but this time it bounces just right for Jesus to score. And it's honestly gutting, as let's make sure they don't win the game, though. To be fair, the way games have gone, I don't think we've deserved to win any game so far, and that is saying something with the team we have and the squad we have. Maybe we're more focused on the Champions League. That might be the explanation. However, we've kept the ball right here. Can we try and nick a win against City? It's Harper, our only scorer, into Alberto, into Vencedor. Harper with a move again. Can he beat Disassi? He can't. I guess a draw isn't the worst result against City, but of course, we had the win for the majority as Sangare blocks that one into Emil Højbjerg, into Serginho Dest now at left back. That's over the top from Valverde as well. They're going to try and nick it. Ferran Torres down the wing, cuts inside of us, dances past us in fact, as it's put all the way back to Højbjerg, and that's game over. We haven't lost, which is good, but we still haven't won. And to say we're holding on so long with 10 men, it's gutting to lose, but dominated really. And I guess we'll just have to accept it as what's going to happen right here. Vencedor, going to think about replacing you. This is your chance, mate. You've got until after the Wolves game, really, as I'm going to simulate up to there just to see if the Champions League group comes through, as we sit in 9th still in the Prem. Not the best. And a bidding from PSG this time for Rodon. It's 26 million, which is a good amount of money. But if you are really spending that much on Pope, I know how much you've got because you've revealed it to me, so I'm not going to accept that, as Chelsea underperforming again this season, like they did a couple of seasons back as Wolverhampton Wanderers. I don't want to play it, but I do want to see the Champions League group. Are we going to get to see it? Are we going to get to see it? Matches rescheduled. That could be it. 2 matches rescheduled, so I am going to not check the calendar. I'm going to actually check the Champions League group, as it does say at the side of us as well. Champions League on the graphic, so let's have a look, shall we? Wolves are in 5th, but I don't care about that for the time being. I only care about the champions. As it's the first time we've been in it. Come on. Let's see us group. Please, don't be a hard one. But then again, we had an easy one last time out, and it doesn't look the worst. Okay, looking around the groups first before ours. Doesn't look too bad. Southampton in it, of course. That is a weird one. That looks like the group of death, definitely. City with a bit of an easy one. As Dortmund, Salzburg, and Porto. To be fair, that is not easy at all. It's definitely harder than the Europa League group had, but then again, this is the Champions League. Dortmund, we beat this season in pre-season, but last season absolutely thrashed us. Salzburg, the best team in their country by a country mile. So, of course, created players like Haaland himself and Daka, the striker many of you might have heard of, Minamino as well, and Porto, the surprise package of this year. Hopefully not the surprise package of this tournament, because I want it to be us. This, alongside the Premier League, which we've not really started the best, is priority. And no, I'm not saying I'm going to neglect the Carabao and FA Cup. Probably the Carabao a little bit more than the FA Cup as well, but they are what I want to win the most. As this is only 3 games today, and this is where I'm going to end it out. So I've had a bit of movement in the transfer market. As unfortunately, guys, this is the end of this episode right here. My voice is going sore. Like, comment, share, and subscribe with the notification bell on as well, so you do not miss an episode in the future. And yes, thank you for watching episode 2 of the final season of Grimsby, as I will see you all later. Take care, in a bit. Shut up, phone, and peace.